David's not involved. This is Casturbation.
I am not involved.
He's not involved. He's David. I'm Michael. You know.
This week, Michael's strapping the show on his back.
I'm strapping my show on my back. What are we doing?
And he's taking it all with him.
Oh, that song ended real quick. Good old song. Good old song. It's from the movie Twister. And in case you guys don't know, this awesome thing happened this week when a bunch of people died due to a tornado.
Well, that was very on the nose.
Yeah, it was on the nose, but hey, David's in the know.
Just need to explain
on the
joke.
We had to explain the joke because it was going to be later, but...
Michael, explain the joke, man.
No, I was...
It's his name.
It's either... It's true, that is my middle name. It's weird.
That's what he goes by in prison.
Now I can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
Oh, can you? I can't hear myself. That's why I paused if you said in prison. Now
it's going.
No.
It's recording.
No, I know it's recording, but I can't hear myself. That's bizarre. Oh, now I can hear myself. All right, so prison. So I've been to prison many a time.
He's been to prison for...
I'm in prison right now. Like, where do you
what?
think? You know, like with Zoom and everything.
He's in a mental prison.
Yeah, like the only way we could get Casturbation like restarted is because they gave me a computer in prison. And they're like, hey guys, what do you want to do this for your hour a day? I'm like, I need to record. I need to get my voice out there to the plebes, to the masses.
It's a mental prison of his own creation.
Yeah, I'm actually not in real prison. I'm not like in Fort Leavenworth.
That's the prison that comes to mind.
Yeah.
I like those nice, fancy corporate prisons. Club Fed.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Wait, that's actually not, I guess that's federal. That just means a nice penitentiary. But it depends on where you go. I think the nice corporate prisons are the ones that are the for-profits, the ones that sell basically as modern-day slavery.
More or less. I mean,
they take the inmates and they have them go do road work and shit or
might as well
clean up the highways.
I have no problem with that.
You have no problem with that?
Well, because let me tell you.
You have no problem with it?
I want to do a crime.
I'm not necessarily saying I don't have a problem. I don't know.
I mean, that's a coin
I don't know
flip.
how I feel about it. I'm just bringing it up.
Because being a federal prisoner seems like it's better than my life. Being a normal prisoner seems like it's worse than my life. So it depends on what you do. Let's steal some stocks from people, David. That's got to be federal prison, right?
Yeah, I think SEC.
Yeah, the CC. There's always the CC.
The SCC.
The FCC.
The
the SCCC. Yeah,
I think it's the
SEC.
Securities and Exchange Commission.
I like to think they're under all one umbrella. It's like, here's the, like, white-collar crime division. And then here's the division. It's like, here's people that are, like, killing people and throwing Molotov cocktails through, like, people's cars and stuff. It's like, ah, shit.
See, they call it white-collar crime. Yeah, what's the other form of crime? Is it blue-collar?
Hopefully it's not black-collar, because that'd be racist.
I was going to say, if that's what it is.
Seems like it.
I feel like we need to expose that here.
Yeah, we do.
Casturbation.
I mean, that's got to be why it's called that, right? Because I imagine every banker doesn't wear a white collar. Sometimes you have a beige. Sometimes, like, a maroon. You know?
It really depends on the day, what you're feeling, your mood is.
And I imagine you're not even wearing a collar half the time. You're sitting on your yacht just using your, like, you know, like satellite cell phone back in the day, back in the 80s. Just calling people and be like, oh, yeah, steal their mortgages, too. And they just hang up the phone. Be like,
yeah?
That's not what I was asking. I'm the pizza delivery man. I was trying to find your yacht. Oh, fuck, we're on the yacht still. We ordered it to the mansion.
Yeah, just the typical stereotype of the 80s would be guy on yacht with fat brick cell phone being like, sell the company, buy the company and lay off all the workers.
Buy and sell the company.
Exactly. Buy this company, sell all the workers.
Keep all the workers. No, keep all the workers, but buy and sell the company. We'll use the workers for something. They'll come out like their boxes. You know, cardboard boxes. They're like, oh, what do we do? It's like, want to get on this yacht? Everyone's like, oh, maybe we're moving up in life. It's like, no, you gotta run the ship. You get down there shoveling coal. It's like it's a yacht in the 80s. We didn't know it still ran on steam. You know nothing. That's why you're not white collar.
Yeah, so I guess it would be the SEC that goes after people,
I guess,
like Nancy Pelosi, if they had any integrity,
yeah,
which
if
they
had
don't.
any balls.
Which they don't. Which because I
They
believe
don't.
they Who was in charge of that? I don't know.
We don't know.
Anyway, there's too many federal agencies, but
'Cause
honestly,
they get assassinated like by the week, so like we have no idea who runs these things. You know,
yeah, they're fired. It's just anytime somebody doesn't
Yes.
comply with the people,
quote
in power.
unquote, fired.
Yeah, exactly. That's the code words we're using because we don't want to get taken out.
Oh, we don't want to get taken
They're
out.
always listening,
Well,
especially do a podcast that we publish.
exactly.
publicly.
That's right.
They're always listening.
Yeah, once they get past the tornado jokes.
And if they're listening, we hope that they pass it around because we need more viewers. or
Yeah,
listeners.
hopefully everyone in the White House is just cracking up at us and be like, "Oh my God, when we arrest these guys, it's gonna be, we're gonna feel bad about it, but God damn it, we got to."
Yeah, it would be a great bit. They'll understand how funny it would be.
Yeah, I was like, can we at least like record like from the torture chambers, like in the bowels of the White House? It's like,
how-
oh yeah, you guys think we wouldn't keep the torture chambers in the White House proper, but guess what? It's like one of those double fakes. It's like, oh, you would think it would be like in Guantanamo and Gitmo, somewhere else. No, just right in the White House.
It's like, where do you think we sacrifice the children?
I'm like, yeah, how do you think we get the blood pumped to our current president?
Come on, man.
Or any of them? Yeah,
Where do you think we sacrifice the children?
It's like, sir, you can't say that out loud.
Wait,
It's
what?
like, I didn't say shit. You're all racist. Then he walks away and falls down some stairs. And they're like, sir. It's like, he needs taken back down to the torture chambers with all the children. He needs more. And at this point, like, most of the children have grown up, He's had their limbs cut off. Just the blood coming out of them. They keep them alive. Like I said, American prisons, they're really cool, depending on if you're in the White House jail or not. The most of them, you get like 3 hots and a cot, right? Even at Leavenworth. Even if you killed somebody, you probably have a better life than, like, I don't know, me. I can't pay shit. I live on the street with a cat.
It's true.
Yeah, I know, like David invites me in
I
once a
drive
week for
past
warmth. Yeah,
I drive past him in my
never gets-
Mustang,
he never gives me a ride to work. I'm always waving.
just screeching wheels past him. I'll sometimes stop and just rev my engine.
Oh no, sometimes he does like the wheelie thing,
and throw empty bottles
Just
of
burning
Diet Dr.
rubber.
Pepper at him.
Says clean them up. I'm like, thanks. Then he drives away. And then by the time I'm almost to work, he's like getting off of work. David is. Drives right by me. And I'm like, hey, can you take me the last like half a mile?
It's
you're
because where I met Michael, he worked at a McDonald's once, and I went to this McDonald's, went to the drive-thru, and ended up waiting 30 minutes for my 2 double cheeseburgers. So I ended his career as a McDonald's employee,
It's true because
and he ended up on the street.
yeah, it's because I gave him 1 double cheeseburger and then 1 quarter pounder. So he actually got more than he ordered, but that's not what he ordered, and he was offended. And let me tell you, I've been
That
on the
was-
street with my cat ever since.
Seriously, 30 minutes. How does that happen?
We were busy. Does you know that the ice cream machine never works, and it was an ice cream day?
Well, yeah. I saw you handing out all the ice cream in the world.
There was like a school
It's not an
bus
excuse.
in front of you. Yeah, sorry. It was a bunch of like special needs kids. They're like, we want ice cream. I'm like, here's some ice cream. And then David rolls up in his Mustang and then like has the Mustang he gave to his other friend like behind him. And they're all just yelling at me for double cheeseburgers. I'm like, I'm sorry. I gave you extra meat.
There's some days that guy from Falling Down starts making a lot of sense.
That's all I'm trying to say.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Defense. I
I'm
want
just
a
kidding.
womlet.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't make any sense at all.
No, see, if anyone
He's a
would
totally unsympathetic character.
be... Yeah.
Always root for the good guy.
He seemed like a
Always
pretty
root
good
for the
guy.
Dude,
All I know
guess
is that...
what?
What?
Nancy Pelosi's not going to jail.
Okay. Oh, really?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Like, Nancy Pelosi's still free. I'm like, good to know. Thank God.
It's still free running her schemes.
Gary Busey's still alive and Nancy Pelosi's still free. What a world we live in. If only they formed a power couple. Nancy Busey. She would be president at this point. I'm just saying. We hear Casturbation. We
That's
just say
true.
things.
I mean, they would.
I mean, it is true. Yeah,
Dude,
like,
it's
don't
just
laugh. It's
that-
true.
No, it's one of those premises that it's just too. It's just too
It's too
stupid.
true.
It's too stupid.
No, it's not too stupid. It's too true.
It just could not work. Like, there's
telling-
definitely needs, you know.
You're telling me like those two beautiful human beings cannot
It's a
find
Romeo. It's
love.
a Romeo and Juliet situation.
So who would be the Capulets? Who would be the Montagues?
The Pelosi's and the Buses.
Yeah, so who would be who in this situation? Like,
Well,
who would be the powerful one?
obviously,
I guess Nancy Pelosi would be the
obviously she'd be
the
the powerful
Juliet.
one. She's the the one in politics. And
But who is truly in power? Like,
I
as time
wonder.
goes on, a fucking
that's
alien.
what it is.
That's the first time they met. Gary Busey in Predator 2. He wasn't meeting a predator. He was meeting his love
Maybe
of
they
his
shot
life.
it in Los Angeles.
Nancy Pelosi, he saw her on the
Pelosi came
street.
by the set.
And they're like, that is like the most legitimate reaction we've ever had to an alien. It's like, oh no, I just saw the most beautiful woman on the street. It was Nancy Pelosi. Then why'd you say a fucking alien? Well, look at her. Look at me. I'm Gary Pearson.
That beauty's not of this earth.
I mean, look at the woman. How can you not, like, just go head over heels? Like, just dying. Like, just like, I don't know about you, but it's
There's
like,
no
but
way.
I got a half chub right now just thinking about Nancy.
Dude, she's.
I got a
yeah.
Nancy going on.
There's no way she's from.
I mean, look at her.
Just
I mean, yeah,
look at her.
how could that have been like born and spawned from like human genes? It's impossible. It's impossible.
That is an animated creature. We don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, they do CGI out the strings. Like if you watch the official videos, like on CNN, you know, it's just
The
like getting
official,
pulled
yeah.
up. The official.
The official.
And we here at
Air
Casturbation,
quotes.
we like to look at the unofficial things. For instance, Nancy Pelosi. Alien or not?
All right, I think we're done with Nancy.
Oh, we're never done. We're never done.
No, let's do. Oh, yeah, we're not. We don't need to dwell on.
Oh, she'll
her.
come. Nancy
She comes up. She'll naturally come.
Exactly.
into the
Nancy's always hovering around in our spirits, like always waiting, always loving. Question mark.
This is what's great about Twitter right here. Zendaya expertly made a spider web dress look high fashion and cool.
She had accidentally made one.
Excuse me, hold on. Let me just reset. Boom. Reset. I don't know where we're at time-wise, but reset.
I think this should all stay.
Zendaya.
No, she accidentally made a spider web dress. That sounds funny.
Zendaya expertly
Oh.
made a spider web dress look cool. And then right underneath of that, here's who gets abortions in America.
Zendaya. Oh wait, maybe.
And then right beneath that, trending in Virginia, Kansas.
Wait, what? Kansas is trending in Virginia?
Apparently.
Like the state of Kansas?
I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
it
does it
could
say-
be the band.
Oh,
It just says Kansas.
did Kansas release a new single? Carry On My Wayward Son 2?
All right, we shall find out why.
Well, is it
It's
because I imagine because of the tornado?
Fire track.
But that was in Kentucky.
You can see the wildfires ongoing across Kansas
Wait, what?
into Oklahoma.
Kansas is on fire? God damn it.
Kansas burns. Dude, it's under attack by Nancy
Yeah,
Pelosi.
is Sherman coming back through like 300 years later? It's like, we're going to burn the whole South one way or another. We got Sherman on the case. So Kansas is on fire. It is very dry and flat out there, but there's like not much to burn unless there's like a fire tornado.
It's tornado season in Kansas, and this is not my trampoline. Is a video somebody posts of a trampoline in their backyard. That's funny. And this like raining.
If you ever want to see like how powerful
Really
a tornado it is, you have to look up a trampoline video. Because if the trampoline flies the fuck away, that's a big ass tornado.
Apparently, it's been just so windy in Kansas. Holy crap.
Windy in Kansas, good band.
Yeah. So apparently that's what's going on. Everyone's just like Everyone's just freaking out about the wind.
Well, I mean, it's Kansas. There's tornadoes all the time. I lived in Kansas for a minute. I would be freaked out too when in
And
Kentucky.
there's fires. And there's wind and
There's fire. There's gonna be fire tornadoes.
I don't know why this is trending in Virginia though.
Yeah, why is yeah? Who knows? Like, we're not even in Virginia. I don't know why you're looking that shit up. What happens in Virginia? Nothing. Piece of shit state. Good for nothing. No fire tornadoes.
What's a worse state?
Mississippi.
What's a better state?
Florida.
Florida.
No.
There's no.
I almost said Florida
There's
instead
no
of Mississippi.
state income tax. How's that not better?
Well, I mean, Mississippi doesn't have state income tax either.
Does it not?
A lot of places don't. So we here, unfortunately, who may or may not be in Virginia, we have income tax, state income tax. I think we're one of like 11 states. A lot of states don't have state income tax. And like most of the ones that don't are
Get
nice.
A bunch of federal money, bitches.
Yeah, most of the ones that don't have income tax are like south, like next to the water where it's beautiful. And like
They just get absolutely wrecked by hurricanes.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's part of the. It's like, okay. So you save a couple bucks. There is a risk that every 10 years, your whole entire life is destroyed. But hey, I can deal with that.
Can you?
Yeah, because guess what? Like, as long as you know that it's coming, just like pack up, the RV, drive up north a little bit. Hopefully not to Kansas, because where there's fire tornadoes. Like, maybe take a detour to like Omaha. You know what? That might be the worst state.
Omaha, Nebraska.
I'm not saying Omaha, the state, because that's not a state. I was like, yeah, Nebraska. Hey, Nebraska at least has a movie made about it. Let's say South Dakota.
Decoder.
No. South Dakota. North Dakota, at least like they're like right next to Canada and they're like traders getting all those Canadians over the border. Waiting for the inevitable invasion. Because most Canadians, they live right on the US border. They're waiting.
Oh yeah. That's what's fun. Most of Canada's empty. It's
Yeah.
like why don't you populate it?
It's like, why don't you just like move here?
Why don't you just live on the permafrost? What's the matter with the tundra?
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
Like, they have something against that. And I'm offended.
Well, I just don't understand. Like America, you know how America, like we've like sort of expanded.
Yeah, we just build shit on anything.
Like we just build up everywhere.
We're builders. We're Bob, the builder. Just like in country form.
Is it because there's like no natural waterways or something? There's places with like
There's water if you melt it.
Or transport.
Like with a giant like magnifying glass with the sun.
Trucks.
Just do that. Or just like throw a bunch of dynamite into one of the dormant volcanoes and like try to get an eruption going on and There was a volcano this week too.
Eruption, Van Halen song.
He's like Van Halen today on Casturbation. Did Van Halen write
We should really rename this podcast to Van Halen Today, and we'll talk about Van Halen news every day. Actually, Van Halen's dead now, so actually it doesn't make any sense
are they
to
doing
do
anything?
that. So honestly,
maybe
we shouldn't do that.
Maybe it's like Van Halen
Idea
Today
scrapped.
in 1970, and then we just start from there. It won't be relevant.
Oh, Van Halen Today. So like we would like look up the news or like go to Van Halen's diary or whatever. the
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
and
Yeah, I
see
assume
what
they
he
all
was
had a
doing
diary.
exactly on that day.
If you're a famous band, you have a band diary that you write all the thoughts in.
Yeah.
That's how everyone finds out about all the turmoil like later, and they can make all the documentaries about it, like the new Beatles documentary that came out. Get Back or whatever the fuck it's called. I know that's a Beatles song.
What it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called. So look, I got you. The reason they called it Get Back is because it's like 8 hours long of Yoko Ono just going, "Nyah!" And then there's like one scene of Paul McCartney going like, doom, 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 doom. I think I'm going to call this song Get Back. It's like, look at the amazing behind the scenes work of Paul McCartney.
He's like noodling around and he's like,
Peter Jackson.
And then
on
he
the
just
case.
starts singing it, and it just starts coming out, and you're like, all right, well, so yeah, like.
You're telling me Paul McCartney's talented?
And then all the other guys start sort of joining in.
Because they were the Beatles. They just all were like, eh.
Well, what it was probably like, you just kind of, he
Well-
probably done it a little bit before, like kind of had the general idea and just
Well,
sort of like was fleshing it out right in front of him.
Well, what they apparently said for that in the documentary, they said, like, we're going to write and record 14 songs for Let It Be, like, in 14 days. And it was a little bit longer. Because even if you're the Beatles, you still got to, like, think about it a little bit. And apparently, the first night, they all get there. And Paul McCartney's like, Joel, did you write anything? And then John Lennon, in case anyone's wondering, points at Paul McCartney, gives him an angry finger point, goes, no, I didn't. Because why would I do that? We're the Beatles. We'll figure it out. I have my wife Yoga here to scream into the microphone while we're figuring shit out. And then apparently, yeah, the only reason I want to watch that documentary, because it was supposed to be like an actual theatrical release, and now it's like 8 hours long, because Peter Jackson directed it, because he made Lord of the Rings, and he's like, you know how Lord of the Rings was already like 10 hours long? What if it was like 50 hours long? Here's the extended cuts. It's like, here's the Beatles extended cuts. Like, no. How about you just show us the stuff where it's not Ringo just yawning and picking his nose for 2 hours? He does have the most pickable nose, though, Ringo. Rest in peace. No, I'm just kidding. He's alive.
The last one.
No, it's him and Paul. Like, Ringo's going to be the last one. He has to be the last one. Like, Paul can't outlive Ringo.
He will. He bathes in the blood of infant children. He has to.
I mean,
There's a reason.
Paul's going to outlive us, probably.
Ringo's just done drugs like Keith Moon. Or wait.
Which one?
Richards.
Oh, yeah, it's probably true. Just another
Moon's
drummer.
dead, yeah.
Oh,
so-
and Charlie Watts, also dead. He's the only drummer from that era that lives. Neil Peart, dead. Even that's
was
not the
even
same
a-
era.
Yeah, exactly. He's even.
He was younger. Dude, fucking, the Abbott brothers, Pantera,
Richard Wright.
drummer's dead.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead. All the drummers are
Even
dead.
Richard Wright is
Speaking
not
of
a drummer,
drummers,
he's a pianist, but whatever.
and then we have the fucking
Pianist.
Tool drummer get arrested the other day, Danny Carey, and guess what? He's going to be dead soon. They're going to kill him. They're going to find a way to kill him. Except
Free
for
Danny.
Ringo wants to be the only drummer left in existence.
It's gonna come down to him, Dave Grohl, and Travis Barker. Like he tried to take out Travis in that plane crash.
Oh, he did. Travis, I think he survived like 2 crazy things. There was that one plane crash. Was it with a DJ AM who ended up dying, like later?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a couple years later, like of a drug overdose, allegedly. Yeah, like it just said Ringo on his tattooed on his chest as they found his dead body, but allegedly. So you got Travis.
It's all a conspiracy. Totes
Yeah,
conspiracy.
I mean, who else is still there? Drummer wise,
Who else is still where?
alive. I mean, so we got
I
Ringo,
said Dave Grohl.
Danny Carey, and Dave Grohl, and then
Travis
Travis
Barker.
Barker. There's got to be another drummer. You're a drummer.
Well,
Are
I
there
mean,
any
there's
good
tons
drummers?
of drummers that are still.
Are there any
kicking.
like upper class drummers?
Lars Ulrich?
Oh, but no, he sold his soul to
mean?
Ringo. He sold his soul to Ringo.
You're asking for drummers. I'm giving you drummers. I'm
saying he's not
going
gonna
to say
die.
they've been good drummers.
I didn't say they were good. I'm saying no. He sold his soul to Ringo. Like he sold his soul. Like, he's going to live. Like a long. Like, he's going to be like the little Gollum to Ringo's empire, his drum empire. He's like, yes, we'll make Saint Anger again.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, there's not too many other drummers that.
Yeah, that's
come
about it. I mean,
off
but
the
literally,
top
the
of my
fact that
head.
Ringo got a RPG and shot Travis's plane down and covered it up. It's insane. That was like 10 years ago.
Really is. I mean,
Travis Barker ran out of the plane on fire. Like, Ringo probably drove away going like, the deed is done. The guy's on fire. But no. You can't. I assume it's all the tattoos that gave him like an extra shield.
I'm pretty sure Foreigner's drummer's still alive.
Like, just somehow has escaped like the drummer apocalypse, the drummer murders. It's like Order 66 from Star Wars, but just drummers and Ringo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, what? People have heard about Star Wars. It's okay. Execute order. Like, clack, clack,
Please
clack, clack,
stop.
clack, 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 clack. You know, he like drums a beat.
This is no.
Yes. No. You know.
Don't.
Yes. Now. Now. Do it. You know,
Just
Ringo actually
falls back on Star Wars. Why
It falls back on Star Wars for what? Like, it's Star Wars. It's like just a thing that exists.
back into the arms of Java.
That's beautiful.
See? You just gotta quote stuff.
Fat arms. I didn't quote anything.
What are you talking about?
I just said that Ringo was Emperor Palpatine in that situation, and he came with drummers, and he sent out some message to all the clones.
It's like everything's fucking Star Wars to Mike.
It's not. How many times have I brought up Star Wars
his
lately?
relationship with his father. It's like the same thing. He's like, it's my dad.
I wish my dad was Darth Vader. He'd be way cooler. He sucks.
My dad wants me to rule the universe.
He doesn't want to roll the
Wise.
universe. He sucks. But at least that would make me Luke Skywalker, so I'd be a whiny bitch. But at least oh damn it! See with the new movies, God, no, I don't want to be Luke. You're right. I don't want to be anyone in Star Wars except for like Jabba the Hutt or Jabba's like son. I guess Boba Fett seems like he gets out okay after the Sarlacc business.
What's the Salacious Crumb?
Well, I don't know if he did okay. I think he's still there. I wonder if in the book of Boba Fett, which comes out.
That's if I had to be anybody in Star Wars. Okay, we don't need.
If people don't know who the fuck
Well, you know what?
Salacious Crumb is.
Let him drown in confusion because you took us down this stupid road of Star Wars bullshit.
It's like Abbey Road, but it's like Star Wars
It's
and
like we
Ringo.
gotta go talk about Star Wars.
We didn't have to talk about Star Wars. I was talking about Ringo and his empire.
Star Wars. No, you had to make it about Star Wars. Anytime Michael brings up Star Wars, I'm gonna make a big deal about it. Throw a tantrum.
God forbid I
Called
bring
the
up.
Star Wars tantrum.
Oh, next thing you know, I'll bring up the MCU. Oh God, anyone see Hawkeye? Anyone heard of the Avengers?
It's like I was having sex with Mickey Mouse last night, and he told me over Pillow Talk. The new spoilers.
Oh, let me tell you, Ringo. I'm telling you. He told me. I'm telling you. So take it from the mouse's mouth.
I get violent here in this studio. I start throwing things like you've seen American Chopper, like the way.
They were gonna say American Psycho. It's like, don't just look at it, eat it. You start throwing chainsaws at me.
No, God, can't I get like a fucking joke out? Jesus Christ, Michael's gonna like hijack my shit. Like I'm like on a path. I'm rolling.
Well, you paused. You said American. Pause. Chopper.
I forgot what I was saying.
Exactly. So I gotta not jump.
Jump the tracks, bro.
He was just like a chopper.
It's like Tron Legacy.
No. See, that makes no sense. I'm gonna give you shit anytime you
Shut
bring up
up.
Tron.
Fuck you.
At least people know it's Star
You
Wars.
can't give me shit about the references when you're the one over here just masturbating with Star Wars.
Oh, I mentioned one Star Wars reference.
Lube. Star Wars is the lube with which you pleasure yourself.
It's the Force. The blue milk.
Just please stop with the Star Wars. We don't need to talk about the Star
Then let's go
Wars.
Tron then.
Let's talk about nothing
Tornadoes.
involving fictional content. Let's talk about how Nancy Reagan is the throat goat.
Oh no. So how did that come about? The throat goat with Nancy?
Who cares? It's about.
It's one of those things that I'm afraid to ask.
It's one of those things where it's like people. No matter what you say about somebody, you can't take away certain accolades. One of those things is throat goat. And people are like, "Oh, this is insulting." People like laugh about it because they're like, "Oh, it's something to be ashamed of." It's like, "Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
In this day and age of sex positivity, we're gonna be all shame the first lady because she was good at blowjobs."
Yeah.
That's
So
not
Nancy
cool.
Reagan sucked a mean cock, and also was all about
one
all
way
that
to put
drug
it.
shit. Well, what's the throat, like the throat goat, like nicer to say? I'm like, I don't know about that. I was like, how
Mean.
dare you besmirch like the First Lady Reagan with good cocksucker when we just call her the throat goat?
Yeah, mean cock. Like I just think of like
Mean cocksucker. She's not just mean cock.
That's why you said mean cock. I just pictured a cock with like like angry eyebrows.
If she was sucking herself, that'd be more impressive. She's the
See,
throat goat.
You can't say stuff. My brain goes other ways.
You
with
can't say stuff. Apparently, I can't say stuff
I'm
around
against
David.
I'm against free speech.
She's against saying anything unless it's like throat goat related
I believe
or
that
Tron related.
it is just the government's responsibility to step in and possibly regulate what people are saying because that is the correct blah 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 blah. All right, you know what? Anytime somebody sitting there and trying to sound smart, you can be rest assured that they're not.
That's what I always say.
That's the measure that you should go by.
Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, full of shit. Look at that guy. He's the prime example. He's like angrily smart, and he gets pissed off when people are like, "No, that's not how like."
Well,
black
he
holes
gets
work.
he gets easily
It's
frustrated.
like militantly scientific.
But he says things that he thinks is like way more profound than they actually are.
You know, space is space. And everyone's like, "Whoa."
Well, he's just I mean, there's any countless examples of it. I'm not prepared for the Neil deGrasse Tyson slander.
Oh, you're not prepared? Oh, I got it.
I don't have the receipts on hand. I know they're out there. I can find them, but I don't have them. So I don't want to start this. You know what I mean? Without the receipts, we'll table this discussion for later.
Table it. There's no table. There's space. There's only space. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. As you know, this table is made of this. It's made of this. That's what he sounds like, I think.
No, but like Sam Harris. Do you think Sam Harris knows what he's talking about?
I think they're
Fucking
both like
neuroscientist.
in line for the throat goat, depending on what kind.
I don't know, man.
I do. And let me tell you, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Nancy Reagan, the top two throat goats.
Some people just,
What do you think he loved black holes?
very fair enough.
Exactly. You think about that. You put that in your
No,
black hole and smoke it.
deGrasse Tyson.
DeGrasse.
Degrassi
It's like
Tyson.
anti-grass.
He was he's just like Sagan. He tries to be like Sagan, but Sagan is one of a kind.
Except Sagan was cool, like actually had humanity and empathy for people that may or may not disagree. Neil deGrasse Tyson is like, you're a fucking idiot if you don't listen to what I say.
Carl Sagan, talk like this. He was just like very
Here's
charismatic.
a piece of paper on fire. Now you may be wondering why I'm doing this, and all of a sudden I'd be like, life is beautiful. Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, here's a black hole exploding into a supernova. Fuck your religion. He yells like shit like that at you.
Yep, this is apt. Accurate comparison right
That's
there.
exactly what he says. Quote me. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm the throat goat.
Well, see, that's the thing too. It's just like there's this whole idea, now where it's just like, science. It's like a war. It's like a war between religion and science. When it's just like they're honestly not really. It's not really a war.
Really.
But like it's fun for recruiting purposes to make it out to be like a war. So it's just like they make it out to be like, oh, religious people fucking hate science, and then science people, like religious people, are
They
all
put
like,
a hit out on Neil.
fucking scientists want to fucking destroy the world. It's just like,
It's like they're going after the
well,
Pope.
they did invent nuclear bombs, so there you go. Maybe they do want to destroy the world. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, maybe, but, obviously, if, we want to get serious, look at the religion. It's just like, well, there was only like 20,000 crusades. God forbid they had the nuke. They had the bomb. They all would have used it. Every one. That would have been fun.
Ancient nukes.
Ancient nukes. Hopefully the Ancient Aliens guy is also like the host of that show. Ancient nukes. So this is all alleged, but we found a big hole in the ground, and we think it was Ancient Nuke. It may or may not have been a meteorite. Some say an asteroid. One of those only can hit the Earth.
See, if people were more open-minded, if producers in Hollywood were more open-minded, they would take my idea and
The
they
fat
would make
cats.
it. But honestly, nobody will take it. So, like, I'll walk you through it again. I know I've talked to you about it a million times, but my idea, obviously, is
Obviously,
to do kind of a history-based movie
Dukakis.
where somebody wants to rather they're not just content with like nuking the whole world. So like they nuke the whole world, but it's like so it's like an AI, right? Like the Terminator, like
Oh, yeah.
Skynet, basically.
Oh, one of those things that like comes with the solution that like we're the problem.
Yeah, you
Bang,
know,
bang, bang, bang,
but he's like, well, I can go back in time and I'm gonna go nuke history. So he goes to like famous historical periods and he goes and like nukes Napoleon.
Just nukes them.
And
It's like Michelangelo like painting the Sistine Chapel, just nukes it.
yeah, it just nukes all the Renaissance painters.
Like Michael's like looking up through like the unpainted chapel. He's like, "What is that bright light? God is giving me a vision. Maybe I'll have God touching, Adam in his fingertips. Oh my God, I'm on fire!" Everyone melts, disintegrates immediately.
Thank you, Michael, for that very detailed description.
Well, you know what?
of the scene.
I went back in time and I talked to Michael.
Yeah,
Angelo.
Michael obviously worked on the storyboards, so he, understands this in a very visual way. He's
What's the
over here.
best place?
He's like an autist in this group.
I'm like autistic. What is the best place that a nuke throughout history should have been dropped? In your opinion, David, go.
Well, no, that's the whole premise of the movie. Is like she keeps dropping nukes further and back.
Yeah,
in
but where would
history.
you like to drop a nuke?
He's like nukes ancient Rome, ancient Greece. What do you mean? Where would I like to drop a nuke?
Okay, so he
I'm
keeps,
not this
so he's
guy.
like Ultron. He just keeps like going through time.
Maybe, no, but they maybe took my idea, but that doesn't mean he's basically nuking everything through the past.
He's taking our idea right now in the future, and now he's going to go back in the past before we're recording right now, and nuke everybody.
nuke us, and then yeah. Anyway,
Hopefully he nukes the Titanic. That'd be great. It's like, oh, it didn't hit an iceberg. It just melted.
so he goes back and like nukes the Mayans.
See, that's what I'm saying. What would you nuke?
The Mayans.
I guess
Just out of
I'll go with the
convenience.
Aztecs then. The Incas, they live.
The convenience. Out of convenience.
It's like
Because
you have an extra
the
nuke.
last one I named.
It's like
Sorry,
got-
Mayans. That's why they disappeared.
obviously. Yeah, I would nuke. I'd probably nuke Poland. Just get it
It's
over
the same explanation they used in Alien versus Predator, if you recall.
And you know what? If I base anything on my life off of it's Alien versus
Yeah.
Predator, the first one, not Requiem,
The Requiem, the superior sequel.
where it was actually rated R for all the nukes that got dropped.
And for all the like pregnant ladies that got the aliens in them. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway,
Man, what are you supposed to do if you're like an alien whose sole purpose is to impregnate another species?
what would you do?
What would you do?
We don't. Oh, come on. All right. Here's breaking news.
Oh God! Breaking news when it's breaking. It's gonna be terrible. A nuke was dropped on Maya. Mayans? They're still there.
No, honestly, what period of history should be nuked? I mean, I think probably slavery.
Well,
All of
well, so
history.
just nuke Africa so there's no slavery in general. So we get no
Hey,
one
there you
enslaved.
go, yeah.
So like I said, so we would have to enslave each other. We white people.
Yeah, no, I see.
So does that work? Yeah, like, I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
pretty bad. But
It's pretty
in a weird
bad.
way, like if we came from the future to nuke Africa, we're doing
None of these
them a
solutions
favor.
are very, yeah.
So apparently the Nuke Solution is not. Also, great band, Nuke Solution.
Nuke Solution. Oh, that is a great band name. Write it down.
Nuke Solution's a good one. So the Nuke Solution. So yeah, I mean, I guess if you nuked the Huns, but they like spread. They accidentally spread
Where did
knowledge.
the Huns come from?
Well, like I tell them,
Why would you nuke the Huns of all?
because they were conquering a bunch of shit and were like raping and pillaging. Who knows who got raped and pillaged to like did something decent.
Knows
Who
got
knows?
raped and pillaged?
Honestly,
we're not pointing fingers.
let's just honestly, you could drop a nuke.
Nuke Solution.
Go as go as far back as you can and just drop a nuke.
What you need is a nuke solution.
It's like, hey guys, it looks like you guys are like getting all caught up in the random day-to-day way of work, and you guys are getting. Just, let me tell you, I got
Michael's stumbling.
get everything with it. No,
Stumble.
it's like
Sorry.
it's like an ABC thing. You know, it's like all A always B closing. It's like N S. Nuke Solution. I'm Alec Baldwin. I kill people that work on my movies. Here's my nuke solution.
Alec Baldwin should be in prison. But he should be in a corporate
What if we
prison.
nuked the Baldwin?
And he should work. He should be forced to pick up trash on the highway.
What
I
if
should be able to drive by him and throw a Starbucks over his head, and it'll be all over him, dripping in Starbucks, and I can say something snarky like,
ha ha.
"Fuck you, Baldwin."
So snarky. The snarkiest thing you could ever say. Fuck you, Baldwin.
He will be stricken with snark.
Jesus
Snark
Christ.
stricken.
He pulls out like another gun, tries to shoot it. It's like, no live bullets for you.
He just has a gun on him there.
The one that he says,
Just
like,
let him keep
he
a
told
gun.
George Stephanopoulos he didn't have. It's been in his pocket the whole time. Just no one checked. We have no idea how that person got killed. Only shot with a bullet that I totally didn't fire.
I like how within hours of the news coming out, people were already saying it's just like, dude, she had connections to Hillary Clinton.
Of course.
It's just like, really, man, come on.
Who knows though? Maybe
Poor-
the shit all is connected.
Poor lady got fucking blasted by a fucking
By Alec Baldwin on a Western
drunk-ass
movie.
dipshit Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
probably,
like drunk ass fat Baldwin.
Yeah, he's probably already fucked up just shooting this movie.
He like just waving the gun around. Probably.
Probably just took the gun from his trailer. Just walked out of the trailer with the gun. It was like, let's shoot the fucking scene.
It was probably like a shotgun. Everyone's like, oh, it was a revolver. He comes in with like a spaz, you know.
Jesus.
I'm Alec Baldwin. He just
It's
starts
like a
shooting.
Western movie, yeah, and he's just got like
Unloading.
a modern tactical shotgun.
The laser sight. He's like, you weren't a good enough assistant director. Alec, no. I don't believe him. But we've already discussed that. Like, the Baldwins are coming after us. You know, like I said, we should send a Moab into the Baldwin residence. Because I assume they all live together. Just like there's like one compound
Oh, like
with
the
the Baldwins.
South Park joke. Oh, good one.
Oh, I
Let's
didn't know
rip
that
off South
happened.
Park. Oh, you
I don't
haven't-
watch South Park.
You've seen the movie. It's in the movie. They bomb the Baldwins.
They do. God.
And it's exactly
Really?
what you're just talking
But
about.
I don't think there was
It's exactly the joke you just
Jesus
made.
Christ.
Shut up.
But
I should shoot you for that.
you
right
should
now.
shoot me. I'm ashamed. Like, but
have
I
a
think they
gun.
bombed like all the. God damn it, Alec.
I should
That movie came out like 25 years ago.
Don't you use time as an excuse?
No, I'm saying that Alec Baldwin is
It's
clearly
in
killing
the
people.
cultural consciousness. It's
I'm not
part
saying
of-
that I came up with that joke. I'm saying that
Yes,
Alec
you are.
Baldwin is a murderer.
You were talking about murdering the clan, the brothers. I don't know why the violence.
Does that really happen in that movie?
Yes.
They like blow up like Billy and everybody.
Yeah, Bill Clinton goes on national TV and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Canadians have bombed the Baldwins." Or something like that.
I forgot. That's right. They keep
Because
bombing. That's right. They keep.
executed Terrence and Phillip or whatever.
That's right. They keep bombing like all the Hollywood people. It's pretty funny.
Yep. It is
God
pretty
damn it.
funny.
Yeah.
It's
Best part of that
funnier
movie.
when they did it.
Yeah, it was. Best part of that movie is when Satan is just like singing that like opera song.
Best part is when he's having sex with Saddam Hussein.
I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know if that would happen in a movie nowadays.
Dude, it was fantastic. And they were singing like
They had a song called-
well-written Broadway songs.
Yeah, Blame Canada, and Robin Williams sang it at the Academy Awards, and he had to keep editing himself because there's so many curse words in it, and he definitely started fucking it up. He's like, and then fuck and that bitch Aunt Margaret too, you know, or whatever. Blame Canada. That's great. You couldn't get away with that shit nowadays. You know why? Because the Baldwins. They saw that movie and they're like, we're shutting this shit down.
They're not a real country anyway.
That's good shit.
Yep.
Man.
Exactly. Reminiscing about a far superior
It's
comedic
okay.
experience.
Oh, no, it's
the
okay.
best thing
Who is here? Who? I
you
bet
could
you.
be doing with your time, folks.
Is watching
we know
South
it.
Park the movie. What is
we
it even
know
streaming
it.
on?
We love you for it. What?
Team America may be streaming.
What is it even streaming on? Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure those guys, they're doing great with their musical,
Well, they made the Book of Mormon. I never saw that.
Of course you didn't.
Oh, did you?
Classless piece of shit. No, of course I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, you classless piece of shit.
That's
how
the
dare
joke.
You?
I'm giving you shit about it. I haven't seen it.
I'm giving you shit about not having seen it, you Mormon. That's probably why. David is Mormon. We actually
I'm
are
Catholic. You already established that on a previous episode.
Oh, yeah, well, only
you
people
can't just
listen.
change my religion like
I can
that.
change your religion anytime I want
have
to.
to
I'm
convert.
God.
I have to convert. It's got to be my choice.
It's got to be your choice. My choice.
I'm pro-choice.
My body, my choice. My religion.
my choice.
Well, I like to think that before every episode of Casturbation, we just like convert to whatever religion is.
Necessary for the jokes
Yeah.
that Michael wants to make.
Yeah,
about
convenient. Yeah. So this week I am.
This week I'm Islamic.
Well, no, not this week. No, we haven't touched that this week. Oh, no. Muhammad will be angry, David. Don't you start. They're coming for you.
Discussion's off limits.
Yeah, this week. Next week, oh yeah, all Muslim, all the time.
This new Spider. If you haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie, you should really go check it out. It's really great because he's actually really topical. In fact, he's actually fighting human traffickers and ends up freeing Ghislaine Maxwell from the penitentiary.
Is it Ghislaine or is it Ghislaine?
Who knows? Who cares?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine. Jizz in your face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because you are weird like that.
No, you would like her, because she probably does have a dick. She's probably not even a woman. What is wrong with that person?
She's probably...
She's got to be dead at this point.
She's probably with Nancy.
She definitely... There's
Part
got to
of
be
the
a
same
picture.
species.
There's got to be a picture. I want to see those pictures. Bring them up. As long as we can get Dan Snyder
You've
fired.
seen the one of her massaging, right?
Who?
Epstein's
Nancy or...
feet?
Oh, Nancy?
No.
Just Ghislaine?
Maxwell.
Yeah, Ghislaine.
Maxwell.
Yeah. Ghislaine? Maxwell. No, I haven't. I try not to look up all the Epstein pictures. I don't
Why
just
not?
like type in it. Just
Are you
yeah,
not interested in anything? Like,
I am. No, I let the
doesn't give a
news. I let
shit.
the news come to me, like the carrier pigeons.
that's not
that come
how
in.
it works. Let
Well,
the
what are you?
news
Who are
come-
you? The bastion of like virtue for the news? Like you're
I
one of
open
those
Twitter
movies.
and I scroll.
It's like Spotlight. You like uncover.
Oh, I am. I am a sleuth. Looking around all the corners.
So you found a picture of Epstein
I found Epstein.
massaging, or is it opposite?
It's opposite.
They're not
It's
massaging
Maxwell
each other.
Massaging Epstein's foot.
Oh wow! And like that's the smoking gun, the smoking
It's the
foot
smoking gun.
of like how they got caught. It's like a feet rubbing picture, not all the other weird shit.
Yes. No.
Oh well, shit! All you had to say was yes. Who am I to disagree? Well, damn it, Giselle. Giswell.
No. So it's weird. It's a
Oh,
weird
really?
picture. But everybody was talking about.
Is she
like,
massaging your?
Everyone was like being such fucking thirsty little weirdos over the picture.
What,
They're
did they like the picture?
Yeah.
That God, what is wrong
Because
with
her
people?
breasts were very prominent.
Well, you know, they might
So
have been.
every dude was just like posting like
Titties.
sweating emojis
Oh God.
and like that Key and Peele
Oh
GIF.
yeah, like it's just like dripping
just
sweat.
dripping sweat.
That is what is wrong with people? Like, you know what? But I'm with them.
They're like,
I see a
I could fix her.
yeah, I see a big pair of tits. I'm like, I could make you not a serial rapist, killer, murderer, child trafficker.
You get drunk. You get drunk on boobs.
I get drunk on boobs, ass, curves. Like, hey, her name's Giswell. Like, so, like, you come to me with this, and you got like this hot, curvy body. What am I supposed to do?
Giswell Max Lane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know.
Whatever the fuck her name is, I don't know, but
I don't know. I'm so obsessed. Like, all I can see in these areolas, like, just like blocking my eyes out. All I can think of is Giswell. And you know what? Maybe got pegged by Epstein a few times. Hey, who knows? He killed himself. He was depressed.
No, I'm saying, all right, do you get just intoxicated by the female form?
All I do. I'm drinking the female form right now. Liquefied state.
That's actually the name of our new beer that we're selling.
Female liquefied.
It's a new IPA. It's called the female form.
That'd be actually a pretty good one.
And then you get drunk off the female form.
And then you move to like liquefied whore. It's like a little bit cheaper.
Oh, you get
for the less classy people. Hey, if you're running your brewery in this day and age, in this pandemic age, guess what? Things cost a lot.
You would think, but you would want to keep in the same theme, right?
I think it's in the same theme if you think about it.
Whore.
Well, so what's the first one? Just like woman who I can drink.
No, the female form.
The female form, and then you have liquefied whore.
I feel like there's a jump there. I feel like we're kind of jumping.
Okay, so like in between, like let's say there's like a lager.
We need at least a stepping stone.
Like a blonde ale that is just like makes bad decisions. Blonde ale. It's got a picture, some bimbo blonde on front.
Okay, what do you get drunk on? Like people always say, you get drunk on. You get love drunk. So it's part of like kind of getting drunk on the female form, getting drunk on the. I don't know, man.
On the what? Like the alcohol that's coming from their tits? See,
it's
at my
better
brewery,
than liquefied whore.
Well, see, liquefied whore is like what we put at the bottom. Maybe. It might be.
It's our lowest comment. It's like a hot sauce name. It's like something.
But people love hot sauce.
I'm not saying
This is a new age.
We should make that our hot sauce.
I bet you liquefied whore.
Hot sauce is that's the name of our hot sauce.
I think the hot sauce should be just like hot whore. So I think we have the whore series. Liquefied whore, hot whore. Yeah. We have just whore.
Spicy whore.
Yeah, spicy whore.
You don't want that.
We have, and then we simply have your mom. That's what we give to people.
Oh.
That like or not your mom, but maybe your mom.
Jesus Christ, all right.
Yeah, just your mom. I would buy a beer called Your Mom. I bet you everyone else here would too. Buy it.
It's an IPA.
On whore. Why do you keep saying everything's an IPA? It's like the only beer is type you can think of. It's an IPA. The hops and this and Your Mom is amazing.
Oh, dude.
The little bit of spicy red peppery flavor and Your Mom.
Your mom's a sipper for sure.
Oh yeah, I was like, you can't just chug your mom.
Chug your mom.
Yeah, I was like, you can't get a 12-pack of your mom. Like you gotta get one of those 4-pack 16-ounces of your mom. Can I get a little bit of a liquefied whore as well? Oh, well, certainly, young child.
Liquefied whore is actually a hot sauce.
It's like chocolate syrup.
So what is he getting a little bit of that for with his drink? Is he pouring that into his mom?
Well, you could. It is the season. 'Tis the season. Oh, God. 'Tis the season to pour things into mothers.
That's like a special kind of drink.
Yeah, it's like you have like an old fashioned, but instead of like bourbon,
it's a bloody mom.
And ice. Yeah, no, oh no. That's completely different. That involves vodka, my friend. But yes, the Bloody Mother. We all like this. And let me tell you, it's like a Bloody Mary, except it just screams at you and hates you.
Tells you you're a failure.
Loves your step brother better. The Bloody Mom.
Yeah, it talks about what a sister step sibling is.
It's a weird drink. It's like would you like a it's like a mimosa, a Bloody Mary. Can I please get the Bloody Mother? I'm like, oh, well, I guess so. I'm like, can I have your phone number? And of course, I have to go through his phone list, call his mother, and that's the main ingredient. I mix up the vodka with the tomato juice and put his mother on speakerphone. She just screams at me, "You always had a tiny dick, boy." At the bar.
Jesus, okay.
Not for mine. No, for like this British guy at the bar. It's the Bloody Mother, and then you pour a bunch of hot sauce into it.
He's a weirdo.
Hey, you should not be making up drinks. If anyone should be making up drinks here, it's me, the barista. I work at Starbucks. I own all the Starbucks.
Michael doxing himself here. Tell him where you work.
Yeah, Starbucks. I work at Starbucks on Kentucky Avenue, Kentucky, and there was a tornado recently. So I have nothing to do now except for make Bloody Mothers. I have no ingredients now, no cream, no coffee.
Well, the reason why I came up with the drink, Michael, is because, well, frankly, I'm brilliant.
So we have another beer called or cocktail called the Bloody Frank.
All right. Give it up.
You give it up. I will make these drinks, and I will make them real, and we will sell them, and we will make money. And guess who's not getting any of this money? You!
Michael is so competitive. Like, I can't make a good joke without him, like, trying to, like, one-up me. You see that? Did you hear that? It's evidence.
Well, when you say don't worry about it, that's not a joke. When you're just like, don't worry about it. It's done. Nothing. You're not allowed to say anything.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm like, look at him trying to one-up me. You shut up, Michael. You aren't allowed to talk. You just, like, mute my microphone. Look at him trying to one-up. Yeah, you could.
I could just talk directly to the people. They do want to hear me.
I just leave. Goodbye.
Like, I am the weakest link. Like, remember that stupid show?
Oh, look at you. Oh, yeah. Remember the weakest link. Goodbye.
What a odd show. Like, it's like our gimmick is we have a host who's a bitch.
How did that show even work? Like, how were you the weakest link? Like, wasn't it like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but you just asked questions? Or you...
It was,
answered
a group collective, and it was like the more answers you get right, then the more money you get. But then whoever like answered the most wrong got told they were the weakest link by the bitch in charge, whoever she was. I can't remember.
You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
I feel bad calling her a bitch because I don't know who it is. It's
apparently, she was really upset that everyone thought she was a bitch. But I was like, but you were a bitch on national television. Like how are people supposed to think?
It's like iconic. Like people were quoting you. They were like, "You are the weakest link."
Goodbye.
And people are like, "Yeah, it was like a meme. Like all this shit was stupid."
It was a meme before a meme. I don't think people know what the weakest link is anymore. We have like the Masked Singer, shit like that. Nothing good.
The Masked Singer, which is basically just like, it doesn't even matter. Like, they're not even singing under it. They're just a fucking person. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
I saw Larry the Cable Guy, and he was like
singing.
A big giant ostrich.
Not singing.
Oh, it was terrible singing voice. And then they had Sarah Palin on there. They had Honey Boo Boo. They're terrible at singing. There's no one fake singing that terribleness.
Oh, dude, no, they have pop stars.
No, they sounded terrible. I don't think anyone was being like,
sound great.
Like, hey, Ariana Grande, so can you sing this song but act like you're Honey Boo Boo?
Dude, how hard is it to go find some drunk asshole at karaoke?
Well, let me tell you, because I'm the one who recorded them all.
And put them over top. Like, it's not that difficult because honestly, it's a lot of work to just be up there trying to sing.
There's a lot of money
in
involved.
A mask. How do you do that? You can't even do that. You need to have
with
your
a microphone
face unobstructed. You can't sing.
Well, I like to think like they always take the mask off. They're like dripping sweat, like almost dying from being in these costumes.
Yeah, Fox producers are just like cracking the whip on them.
It's just got this big old fan out there. They're like, you keep performing. So we can have what's his name? Who used to be married to Mariah Carey? What the fuck is his name?
They like start screaming at like some of the non-union workers.
Are there unions anymore? Let's start one. Am I the only one in the union against David? I'm protesting.
Michael's trying to unionize his Casturbation, but I've been crushing it. He's trying to go on strike, but I've threatened to fire and replace him. So
yeah,
kind of have him.
Keeps trying.
Kind of have him by the balls on that one.
Yeah, you do. I was like, it's gonna be like a.
What is it gonna be like? Tell everybody. Tell everybody.
Hoffa situation.
Hoffa.
Yeah, you're done. No one's gonna find your buddy. Because you're gonna.
I'm not a union boss.
I guess I would be the union boss. Damn it!
You dummy.
They're gonna find me.
It's a Hoffa situation.
It's a Hoffa situation. David's gonna kill me. He's the Irishman.
I'm not gonna kill you. Tom Hanks is gonna kill you. So you don't have to worry about me. Why would I kill you?
Tom Hanks has already tried.
As long as you're out
You
there,
can try again,
the
Hanks.
heat's off me. Because
Hanks.
you're the fall guy.
So you need me to live. So you need to, like, prop me up.
I don't
Get your guys
need
out
you
there.
to live. I mean, it would probably be better if
You need me to live
were
for, like,
alive.
at least the time being, throughout the holidays.
You just like, can I make sure I can at least get the holidays? Well, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you.
I grant you.
Thank you
I grant
for my
you
reprieve.
2 more months of life.
I can make it to 2022.
Yeah, there's a little bit too many twos going on, especially once you get to February. This is gonna be bad, man.
Oh, man, yeah. Hopefully we all die by then.
Well,
Omicron.
I honestly think the plot to Greenland is gonna play out. Gerard Butler's not gonna be able to even save us, guys.
And we here at Casturbation are going to be the only part that will encapsulate our podcast is when all the rednecks are in the back of the car with Gerard Butler and they all start fighting and the truck crashes. For anyone who's seen that movie, that's us.
That Michael just decides to like recite scenes. Just
Well, I love
references galore.
That was great.
That's all he's doing.
I was great. Oh, you're the one who like just brings up references.
Oh no, I'm joking.
Oh
Giving
no,
you
I've
shit.
seen them. I've seen them happen. And
Yeah, Greenland was a reference.
I know you did it.
I was
took
the
it
one who brought
further.
it up, and I was giving you shit about it. It was a joke.
Oh, you're a joke.
I am a joke. My life is a joke.
Yeah.
Just laugh.
See, see if I don't laugh, like all of a sudden everyone thinks I'm
I
serious.
have guns.
I mean, what?
See? Yeah, I got you laughing.
Oh, so now
I
he
got
gets
you
me
laughing
laughing.
real quick.
Yeah, it's like
See? That's all I have to do here. It's just threaten Michael with violence.
it's like
He
just
loses
loading
it.
up the 50 caliber in the corner of the room.
Yeah. You don't know.
It's like this will turn a man to red dust.
Red dust. That's what we call it.
It's a pile of goo.
The old red dust. Yeah.
We recorded.
We're a little over an hour.
All right, cool.
Just a little bit.
So I didn't know.
Just try and do a few more minutes. What other news stories you got in mind? Getting banned from Twitter or Facebook?
We're gonna force it for almost an hour. I'm like, hey,
Oh, we
says
usually
Danny
gotta
Carey got
wrap it
arrested.
up. Did we only talked about that for a second?
Yeah.
So Danny Carey.
Rest
Oh,
in peace. Rest in peace. I mean, I guess we did start talking about the drummers, but let me tell you, we here at Casturbation, we want to end up on TMZ, be one of those pictures that's all over Reddit and the internet. Like, we look terrible. I always look terrible. David looks even worse, so he definitely doesn't want to be on any of these pictures. You know, the mugshot. But I want to be in a mugshot one day that people like see my mugshot and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Michael."
No.
Why not? I mean, like, as long as I'm not getting arrested for,
You
like,
should
you know, killing the... Oh, well, maybe I am getting
Have
arrested.
some sort of signal that you send through your mugshot. Send it to your accomplice.
It's like I'm, like, rubbing my nipple, like, in the corner.
Send it to your accomplice. You're just like,
My
now's the
accomplice.
time. Trigger the plan.
I don't think they would allow that mug shot. If this
How
is
would
just
they
a picture,
know?
this is the shot. This is not the mug video.
Do something like wink and stick your tongue out.
I don't know if they would allow that to go.
Why not?
I'm just, like, holding up a sign saying, please kill everyone who's here. This is my mug shot.
I mean, I think you can establish a code beforehand.
Like
You don't have
TMZ gets it. Like I wink at TMZ. I'm like, hey, I'll pay you to leak this story as long as you save me.
Yeah, how many of TMZ's stories are like actually from the people themselves?
They're just
that are,
trying
like,
to save.
like,
Yeah,
you know, do some sort of stupid PR stunt.
yeah.
Imagine a world
Where TMZ
where
is actually,
TMZ
you know what?
was
TMZ,
dishonest.
when TMZ fucking reports something, they're usually right. And I hate to say it because they pay people. They pay off cops. They're fucking garbage bags.
They're
But
snakes.
but they fucking They
They
get
get
their shit.
results.
Yeah, they don't throw shit out there and they're like, can you confirm it? Like they'll have a guy from TMZ just like break into an airport and be like, look into the airport jam, like there's the drummer for Tool.
Doesn't TMZ also contact the parties that they got dirt on and be like, hey, we have this story about
Oh,
you.
probably.
Pay us $3 million or we're gonna to bury it, or we run it at like 12 a.m. or something.
Nancy Pelosi MC.
Nancy Pelosi's just like, pay him off.
Yeah, she's actually there. You always have to send 2 representatives because only one ever comes back.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
have to
we
send
found
an
this
army,
dirt.
basically.
We don't know who's gonna come back.
It's like a SWAT team. You have to like trank her up. Like, no, that's what they do. That's trank her up. She's tranked up by the time they get there pretty well, but they
Put her in
gotta
a
they gotta
bathtub.
get a few more in her before she's actually able to.
Every time you ask a question, you just shoot into her neck, like funk. Another drink. She's like,
She like turns into the creature from Species.
it's like Mimic. All those mid.
That's how many '90s
It's like all these
horror
mid
can we
'90s.
name?
Nancy Pelosi was the basis for all of those movies.
Step Monster, the Disney Channel original movie. She was the basis for all of them.
All of them. The Iron Giant. I'm just kidding. I don't know. The Iron Giant was a nice person.
See,
Not
you're
her.
taking it too far.
I'm not taking it too far.
Took it too far. Michael takes it too far.
She was the leprechaun. Yeah, I do.
You're always taking it too far. Especially with Pelosi.
Oh, you're the one who's obsessed.
No, it's offensive. It's offensive, bro.
Oh, that's true.
She's a United States representative, Speaker of the House.
That's true.
She have some dignity. Can't talk about her that way.
Has some dignity, unlike Pelosi. Oh, God damn it. I win. So literally, she was playing the Ooze and the Secret of the Ooze. And
A little known fact.
And Ivan Ooze, like, and that's the Power Rangers. Oh, she was basically every villain in every 90s movie. Except for, of course, Terminator, because Arnold Schwarzenegger, another government official, played
Oh,
himself.
you thought that was Robert Patrick. No, that was Nancy Pelosi.
She just melt. Reassemble herself to anything you like. She chose her form.
So, I think we've blown the lid off the Pelosi conspiracy today.
They're coming for
We're
us.
just, what are we, 4 for 4 on this bitch? Like, we just, every episode, we just
No,
blowing
I think
the
it's like
lid
I think it's like
off of
3.
everything.
I think it's like 3/4. I mean, see, I think she's involved with the Hanks conspiracy. I don't think the Hanks conspiracy.
Hanks, no, we're crushing it. All the conspiracies better go run and hide. You better not come around Casturbation's neighborhood.
Because we're gonna figure you out. Especially you
We're
give
gonna
us all
find
the
you.
details. Because we're like TMZ.
Like a flashlight.
Except you don't.
Like a mag light.
Yeah, except you can't. You don't have to pay us. We just give us the information and we'll talk about it.
Like a mag light. It's like we illuminate, but we also can like beat you across the head.
We're like a double mag light.
What's that?
Like the torch light. Oh, you got mag lights, torch lights.
We're like a tiki torch weight.
We're just like a straight up house fire. Lighting the
We're
way.
a dumpster fire, more accurately.
That is more accurate. We're like one of those California wildfires, except we have a purpose to figure out.
One of those fires in Kansas.
Yeah. Fire tornadoes.
Fires in Kansas. It sounds like a good album name for
For the other band
Bears
name.
in Scotland.
I think the other band name we came up with. What the hell did we come up with?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. You better have wrote it
Nuclear.
down. Nuclear something. Who cares? All I know is that, like, don't listen to any of our bands.
I actually have it right in front of me, right here. It's Nuke Solution.
It's pretty good. Don't listen
Reminisce about we're gonna cut all this out and stupid. It's just reminiscing about the good joke at the end. So on that note, Pelosi.
Okay, we don't have to yeah, just be like, hey, guess what? This is Casturbation. We coming for you, Pelosi.
I was going to say, Miss Speaker, I'm totally sorry for any jokes that we've made.
Oh, me too.
On behalf of your name and do not send the Secret Service after us, even though I don't think they protect you, but they might. But I don't even know at this point. But it doesn't really matter because they're listening to everything that we say. Casturbation out.
Thank you, Secret Service.
That's not a good way to end it, I don't think. So anyway, I was masturbating the other night.
We both were.
And it was to this commercial. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was basically a Toyotathon commercial.
Basically?
No.
It either is or it isn't.
No,
I was
I
like,
fucked it up.
yeah, I was like, basically it was the
I found
Toyota
it
thing
basically
commercial.
as
This is more or less a Toyota.
What I was thinking. I was like, Toyotathon?
This is like a Toyota thought commercial.
It was. I was masturbating to Toyotathon the other night.
That's how you should. Yeah, see, I don't know where.
I don't know.
Don't edit all this shit out because some
Where
of
did
it's
we
funny.
go wrong?
Yeah, I was like, some of this is funny. I was like,
We went wrong.
well, here, I was like, now we've made it to the end again, and we've learned nothing.
Well, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
I guess this will come out around Christmas.
Because, I'm a festive man. However, in the recent years, after taking my career very seriously, I've started to lose the true spirit of Christmas in my heart. So my girlfriend was naturally stolen away from me by a small town man who knew the spirit of... Okay, whatever.
God damn it, you suck. You were like, oh, I'm going to find out something that's good. Merry Christmas, you sons of bitches.
All right. We're now stuck in the endless loop of not being able to end the show.
Oh, it was like, it was fine if I saw where it was before.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. Then you're
It was
like,
fine.
oh, let me
My
say
dick is
something.
crying.
Just be like, our dicks are crying. This is Casturbation. Goodbye. Oh, I could say that. I'm like, I can end it. I don't know why you have to end it. You prima donna.
Because it's all about me.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So it's all about David. Our dicks are crying. Goodbye, Pelosi.
It sounds like...
And Merry
we have
Christmas.
Gonorrhea.
Who says we don't?
Pelosi has gonorrhea.
Yeah. Pelosaria. Let's go.
Dude, it sounds like Pelosi is like a mob name, so we gotta be careful. We gotta tread lightly, as some people would say.
Yeah,
in
like Walter
popular
White.
shows. Yes, Michael, thanks.
Breaking Bad ended almost
can't-
10 years
Can't
ago.
be spot. We can't.
It's not popular
We gotta
anymore.
be spot on.
Yeah, you do, because people are stupid. Remember that. And you're stupid. Pelosi's evil. And Merry Christmas.